Yep, it's that time again, gamers. Here we are once again to bitch about ESO, except this time it's different, I promise. Because this time I'm here to do another victory lap, but this time it's because I was right about the devs of this game, and they just proved me right. Get ready for some top-tier cringe, because ZOS keeps taking L's and I keep renewing my subscription to Adobe Premiere. That's right, I'm a filthy Adobe user. Hopefully that doesn't automatically invalidate my opinion on everything else, though I would understand if you unsubscribed for that alone. Alright, let's get into this shit. These glue-sniffing clowns who can't manage to fix the combat state bug after 10 years are dropping more stupid garbage so fast I can't even get my video schedule straight. They're like the A10 Warthog of firing off failure after failure. Makes me want to play more Insurgency Sandstorm until I get actual PTSD like I'm a dev at NetherRealm. So I was planning on talking about the absolute dogshit update we're about to be hit with, like a steamroller made of sewage and dropped from low orbit, but then the devs put out a new event that absolutely baffles the fucking mind. I'm gonna try to be as fair as I can with this video, but bro, I am so hyped that they straight up proved me right that I might just toss a couple of light jabs their way. But not the new Templar jabs animation, because holy hell, how is that still in the game? Now I'm gonna reuse my own animation, because I worked hard on it, and by hard I mean I completed it in a couple of hours. But that is time I could have spent driving around aimlessly in Cyberpunk while I wait for the multiplayer mod to release. So the Fallen Leaves of Westfield event just dropped in ESO, and by golly, Miss Molly, this shit is AIDS. Diet candy, not the disease. I don't want to get zucked until there's enough of an audience on Vimeo to ditch the corporate holocaust that is YouTube. So apparently the drop rates for this event are absolute trash here, but to be fair, I hear that about every new thing they add to this game. Probably because ZOS doesn't want people grinding it out in 2 days and then logging off to go play a game that respects and rewards their time invested. So instead, they skip the first step and just play games that respect and reward their time invested from the start, lol. And this is the event where they have a big community achievement they expect everyone to get, and if enough people get it, we unlock rewards based on how many people do it. But for the first time that I can recall, this event isn't actually based on an achievement that exists already. It's tied to a new quest that dropped with the event. Not a bad idea, after all, an achievement that came out 3 months ago, that's a quarter of a year, ZeniMax, since I know you're confused, isn't going to suddenly bring people back to the game for this event. But it might help people understand the event if you actually didn't hide the new quest from us by not putting it on the in-game announcement page or in the Crown Store. Hell, clicking on the announcement takes you to the Crown Store, but there's no information there about the event. Instead, the announcement tells you to open up the help menu in-game to get details. What the fuck is this MC Escher UI design? Just tell me to go to the Impresario, you pricks. And this new mount we're definitely not getting since ZeniMax's poor communication basically ensures we won't hit the target. What the fuck is that? Who the hell modeled this travesty? Rob Liefeld? Why does it look like two dudes in a cheap horse costume? Hell, two dudes in a cheap horse costume would have been a better mount, because that would at least be funny. There you go, ZOS. I got a new idea for next year's Jesters Fest. You can send a check in the mail. I'm sure you can spare some of the $2 billion you made on this game that you're clearly not spending on appropriate customer support improvements. Maybe you can get a refund for that shitty auto-moderation tool you implemented that might explain the recent server lag. But okay, none of these minor hiccups, as ZOS would call them, are what led me to making this video. It's the update details themselves. If you look at the website, it doesn't say fuck all about what actually drops in the event, but for some reason, the Steam update page lists the 3 main Westfield motifs you can get. Westfield Legion, Lucent Guardian, and Shard Knight. Now, those of you who have a long enough memory to recall when Sony said they'd fix Helldivers 2 not being available in 177 countries, but then never did and instead restricted sale in even more countries, might also remember a video I did a while ago about how I think ESO is stagnating, and how in that video I said my theory is that the devs don't play this game. Not exactly a hot take, I know. You'd be hard-pressed to find a single person, even among the people who enjoy this game, that would disagree with that notion, but this shit? This just proves my point. What the fuck is Lucent Guardian? Did you mean Lucent Sentinel? How about Shard Knight? I think that's supposed to be Shardborn? Did anyone proofread this shit? Oh wait, no, I said in my last video that I'm thinking half the team is off somewhere else working on ZOS's other MMO project, getting ready to announce it later this year or early next year. Another prediction I'm sure will be proven right, by the way. This is fucking embarrassing. Do you fuckers realize that one of my best friends finally decided to give this game a shot, only for you dopes to pull a bunch of bonehead moves like spying on our DMs, throwing the game's balance even further off the mark, and now this shit? What's next? You gonna take out the broken features entirely so you can fix them, but then hide them behind a paywall when you reintroduce them? Oh yeah, I suppose you could include it in the subscription, along with the wonderful new bonuses to Telvar and Alliance Point gains that don't matter to anyone. Those features will really be nice now that I've canceled my subscription. Sunk cost fallacy be damned. Now excuse me while I go play Pal World for as long as I can before Nintendo Other M's the fucking thing. Yeah, that's my new euphemism for when Nintendo ruins something.
Woo.